What's going on, guys? So for today's shoulder workout, we're going to start off with the Arnold press. And notice where my hand position is on the dumbbell. It's not in the middle like we normally do. It's on the outside. So every time we come down, we're going to touch the dumbbells together. You can see how my elbows are almost kind of touching my ribs every time. This is just going to give us a wider range of motion. And when we have a wider range of motion, it's going to give us more development and more shape of the muscle and kind of just a better overall lift. So just remember that a wider range is going to help with the development of kind of the whole shoulder instead of just portions of it. So for this next workout, it's going to be a Svend front raise. And what that means is I'm pushing the dumbbells together. So I could hypothetically let go of the weight as far as my grip, and I would still be able to hold them together because I'm pushing them as hard as I possibly can together. This is just a different way to do a front raise. It's nice to mix things up. So try this one, it's fun, and you don't have to go super heavy on that. This next one has been one that I've been loving to do. So put the knee down that you're going to be doing your shoulder raise with, your shoulder press with, and then you can either hold on to the outside of your other leg, or you can just hold on to your stomach just for support. And we're just going to be doing a regular shoulder press with these. The reason we're doing one arm at a time, it's because it's going to throw our overall balance off, and our shoulder is going to have to work harder each rep to keep our body up. And then in turn, everything else in our body, so our abs, our core, our everything, our whole core is going to be working harder to support that weight because it is off balance. And then one thing that I can mention is I'm using just a kettlebell because that's what's over here, but mix it up, use a dumbbell, use a kettlebell, use even a barbell if you can, a lighter one. And you don't have to go super heavy with this. I'm using a 30-pound weight, I believe. If you haven't done this before, start with like a 20 or even a 15 just so you can get the feeling of this. It is a little bit different. Right here I'm showing you that you can hold on to the outside of your leg too. Really, I just hold on to my core or my abs just to make sure that I'm engaging those the whole time. 5 sets of 10 reps on each arm. This next lift is going to be a superset, and it's going to be rear delt rope pulls will be the first part. And then this one is kind of tough to not use your back, so if you can, I would recommend having if this is your first time doing it, have a buddy test if you're working your back or your shoulders. You can do that by just kind of pressing the back of your shoulder. If it's being flexed, then you're using your shoulder. If not, then you're pulling with your back. The best way you can not pull with your back is honestly just focusing with your mind. Focus that you're not going to be pulling with your back. Superset that with a rear delt lateral raise. So the only difference in this from just a regular lateral raise is my thumbs are pointed up, and that's going to make it so we're using our rear delts. You don't have to go really heavy on this because it is harder than normal. So try 15s, even 20s if you're feeling crazy. And then this next workout is going to be a modified lateral raise. You can kind of see my pinkies are going higher than my hand, and that's just going to make it so we're using different portions of our shoulder. And then I'm not pulling straight in front of me, I'm not pulling on the side, kind of like a 45-degree angle. This one's fun too. So this one's a single arm half lateral raise. So I'm only focusing on about 50% of the lift. I'm not going below what I would imagine in my head to be 50%. So keep it kind of at that same plane, lift it a little bit higher than you normally would, but just try to keep it not hitting your hips, if that makes sense. And then one thing to focus on for this lift is your negatives. We're not letting them fall. We're keeping them very, very controlled the entire time. And then keep your core engaged as much as possible. You kind of have to, just to keep the balance of your body. And then for this last lift is going to be a cable lateral raise. So grab something that you can support your weight with so you can kind of lean into the lift a little bit. I'm just grabbing the bar. Sometimes it's a little tough because the cable will run right through there. So then we're just gonna be pulling the weight in front of us, not behind us. And we're gonna be doing 4 sets of 10 reps each arm. Really just focus on the negative, really focus on not letting that weight fall, and you don't really have to go that heavy. And then like always, here's the workout and if you wanted to screenshot it. And leave a comment below, tell me what you guys wanna see next time. It's a little tough to find new, fun things to lift. A lot of times it is just kind of the same workouts over and over. So put something in the comments below that you wanna see for next video, and leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time.